So we are in Module 1 looking at the decade assignment. This is our assignment that really gets us started off and going, and we'll do this by building a community group of slides. So if you are in the Module 1 folder in the online classroom, you will see the assignment listed here, but you will also see a link to Google and to a PDF right here. I'm going to walk you through that assignment on this Google Doc. In here, we are trying to decide what were really the big moments during these past decades of fashion, and we'll piece those things in throughout our future modules. So this is really exciting to honestly see like what your favorites are or what your interests are during past decades, and then thinking about the influence those have in future decades. So here's the directions. First, review the presentation for Module 1. After you reviewed that, if you haven't read your text already, it would be really helpful if you go ahead and look through your text for Chapter 1. That will give you kind of some background information and where you can pull some of your items from for this assignment. Once you've done that, you'll pick one of those decades from above, right here, and you are going to contribute to our community Google Slides. You'll need to add at least one slide. You're welcome to have a few slides if you prefer, but you will need to make sure your name is on the slide so that I'll know whose it is. Then you're going to identify what you feel are the most important social and/or cultural conditions. This is something you can pull from your text or from another resource. You're going to put in there what you feel is the most important fashion trend or development from that decade that you've chosen. Pick one designer to highlight from that time period, and then at least one picture from that time also that you found or that you like or identifies some of the other things that you've highlighted. Sometimes more pictures for this assignment is really better, just to help us get that picture of what that decade looks like. You're welcome to change the color of the fonts, the graphics of your slide, but please just make sure that you're not changing the theme of the presentation, because then that will impact everyone. Once you have shared your information on the slide, then you are going to go back in to Module 1. If you click right here, you're going to submit a quick reflection that tells me why you chose the decade that you chose. That's all it is, okay? So here is what the slides look like. This is what you're reviewing for Module 1. And these are two examples here of what you're going to create for this assignment. This is a former student example. She did a fantastic job of highlighting the 80s. So you're welcome to put backgrounds like she did that really target some of those prints that we were seeing on our clothing in the 80s. She highlighted several great points. I hope that you will find this enjoyable. This is an example that I did for the 1940s. You can see very different ways of highlighting that. So this is what you're creating, and at the end, we will have probably most of these decades covered, and I really look forward to seeing the ones that you pick and how you chose to design this. If you have any questions about the decade assignment, please just reach out and let me know. I look forward to seeing that. Thank you.